It's round 2 of the postseason, and tonight a couple of blue-collar teams line up to decide the 5A Region 3 semifinals. Manatee's Hurricanes stormed through the competition this season, scoring in double figures every game. But the Seminole Warhawk defense limited the opposition to just a touchdown or less in 8 games. It's the Florida Football Finals. Time for Manatee and Seminole to get it on. Next on the Game of the Week. It's a beautiful night for high school football, but here in Warhawk country, there's a bit of thunder for the second round of the playoffs as the Manatee Hurricanes blow into Seminole to take on the Warhawks. Hello everybody, my name is Eric Keaton and welcome to TWTV 47's High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight it is the Class 5A Region 3 semifinals. Manatee taking on the homestanding Seminole Warhawks. Let's bring in my broadcast partner. He's a former Virginia Cavalier, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tony Covington. Tony, you played in high school football as well. This is a big game between two powerful teams.
Well, just as we discussed a little bit earlier, it's going to be smash mouth, rock 'em, sock 'em, get out the ice, Band-Aids, ace bandages. It's going to be a rumble.
Howie DeCrustafaro brings in the Manatee Hurricanes with a record of 8-2. They are the Class 5A District 9 runner-up. You said that they like to play some offense, smash-mouth football, but defense, they're strong as well.
Well, they've got a couple of big-time players over there. Both teams do. We know about Dequel Jackson and Joey Fabrizio. They're the heart and soul of the Seminoles. Well, the other guys got to boast some heavy hitters themselves.
One of the heavy hitters in the backfield on offense is Edric Hines. He is Mr. Outside. Mr. Inside is Jordan Biggers, but Edric Hines is the guy that will get a lot of the carries tonight.
Well, I mean, they want to keep it on the ground. They want to control it. You got to look between Royo, Biggers, and Hines. They've got close to 30 touchdowns between them, but they'll keep you honest with that 6'5" Marcus Gallen as well.
On the defensive side of the football, the big linebacker in Hurricane country is Craig Poole. This kid can play some football. I mean, obviously he can stop the run, but when you see his stats, he can stop the pass as well.
Can you say ball hawk, 7 interceptions, 3 for touchdowns? Man, does he, I mean, it's as if he's in the huddle, knows the play, because he's always around the ball.
Sam Roper's Seminole Warhawks come in tonight with a record of 9-2. They want to get the monkey off their back for Pinellas County and beat a Manatee County school.
Well, they definitely want to represent the Seminole area, and you know, I think they want to get another shot at defending the championships that they've won in the past.
Tony, I think Dequel Jackson is one of your favorite players. You're always talking about him. I mean, this kid, middle linebacker, possibly could be the most valuable player in Pinellas County, does it all on both sides of the football.
Well, he's just a phenomenal project. I mean, D1 prospect. I'm just hoping that University of Virginia is looking at this guy because we could definitely use him. But, I mean, he's all over the field. He's big-time leader on offense, big-time leader on defense, and we won't even talk about those big hits he lays out.
Speaking of big hits, Joey Fabrizio, where's number 4? You could add a 7. He'd be a big hitter just like John Lynch. Last time we were here, he was laying guys out.
And you know I was loving it. Coming up from the secondary, he played linebacker, he played safety, he was making big play after big play. He's a stud, and he's only a junior.
It is the playoffs. Winner advances, losers go home. Manatee and Seminole will have the kickoff for you next, right here on the Game of the Week. TWTV 47 High School Football Game of the Week, Class 5A Region 3. We're in the second round. The Manatee Hurricanes are in town to take on the Seminole Warhawks. Eric Keaton alongside Tony Covington. Let's go down to the 50-yard line where Ben Hugel has the team captains for the coin toss.
Hi, fellas. Introduce you to captains. Good luck. Got captains Layfield, Jackson, Kay, and Fox. You guys have already met. Mother officials are Mr. Cox, Mr. Calhoun, Mr. Shapuris, Mr. Porter, and up on the clock is Mr. Phelps. Manatee, you're the visiting team. You're going to call the toss. You speaking captain, right?
Yes, sir.
Have a head and a tail.
Yes, sir.
Call it in the air. If I drop it, we'll flip it again.
Heads.
Called heads, is that right?
Yes, sir.
He called heads. We've got tails. Seminoles won the toss. Seminoles won the toss. They elect to defer. Which way,
We'd like the ball.
which way you want to kick?
We'd like to
Kick that way? You want to kick from the clock?
the ball. So we want the ball.
You want the ball. You want to receive. Which way you guys want to go? You want to defend the clock? Green, you're on this side. White, face him here.
Okay, the Canes have that straight. They will get the ball first.
I believe we got a little nerves going there.
Your head coaching matchup for the night. On the left is Howie DeCristofaro. His first season with Manatee, he took over for the legendary Joe Canan. And on the right is Sam Roper for the Seminole Warhawks. He is in his 17th season. He has a record of 78-97. DeCristofaro in 8 seasons. He is 72-17 overall with his head coaching abilities throughout the state of Florida. The Seminole Warhawks getting ready to take the field. Manatee, with their roster full of 34 seniors, is already on the field, and here come the Warhawks.
Let's see what the big green machine has in store for us tonight.
On the other side of the field, a lot of history over there, Tony. 4 state championships. Of course, the last one coming a long time ago in 1992. But these Warhawks have been to the playoffs about as many times as the Canes have won state championships. But they're looking to make a little bit of history tonight. As we said in the open, it would be very huge for a Pinellas County team to defeat those Canes, and they brought their fans with them. And they're trying to make history as well to get back to that state championship snatcher.
Yeah, I think Manatee would also like another shot at Naples, too. They gave them
Yes.
an earlier loss, and if Naples can beat a tough Northeast squad and the Manatee Canes can do what's necessary tonight against the Seminoles, they'll get another shot at them.
Your officials for tonight, they're from Hillsborough County. Hugel is the referee. The umpire is Bruce Cox, Porter, Shapuris, Calhoun, and Phelps. The mighty Warhawk. Back deep to receive for Manatee. They have Randy Kelly standing near the goal line along with number 6, Edric Hines. And kicking off for Seminole will be Morgan Riley. Build up for this game all week long. 2 powerhouses in Class 5A. Seminole was ranked at one time or another in the state rankings throughout the regular season. The Canes come in ranked at number 10. They were as high as number 3 during the year. Had a little dry spell, lost to some tough teams. We'll get into both club schedules throughout the broadcast, talk about their seasons. Round 2 of the Florida Football Finals is about ready to get underway.
Play ball!
And here we go. Taken by Kelly near the 5-yard line. Has a seam trying to get to the outside. He does have the outside. He may go the distance.
Gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Kelly's going to go 96 yards on the opening kickoff. Touchdown, Canes.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming.
And Manatee, they say, this is how we do it. Pick how many green shirts. There's 1, 2, 3. Jackson misses him, and that's it.
Well, I really thought Rylan Gamish had him in his clutches, and it just he was able to get away, and he had open field once he got through the initial wave.
Last chance for Zakimowski, but he could not catch him. Randy Kelly goes the distance. The extra point for the Hurricanes is up, and it is good. And I repeat, the Hurricanes in a hurry.
In a hurry. Wow. A shocked Warhawk crowd here. Silence.
Took it at the 4, and I think only 1, maybe 2 if DeQuell Jackson got a piece of him, and that's just it, just a piece.
That's it.
Not even a clear
it.
shot.
Wow. I mean, he just caught that right sideline. I know he couldn't believe it. When he got through that initial wave, he saw nothing but open field, and he saw white shirts in front of him. Wow.
I'm pretty sure on the sidelines, one of the team captains, along with Jordan Biggers, is probably saying, see, I told you we wanted to receive the kickoff. Come on.
You almost messed that up for us.
Almost lost 6 points. Just like that, it's 7-0, Manatee. Back deep to receive is Fabrizio and KJ Dorsey.
What if we get another return right here all the way? What do you think?
Wes Thompson is going to make sure that does not happen. The Canes are fired up. I'm pretty sure this is how they wanted to start the contest anyway. Hey, look, we've been spotted 7 points, and we wanted to kick off and defer to the second half. Dorsey takes it at his 4-yard line. Straight up the middle. Fumbled the football to Fabrizio. Fabrizio gets it to midfield. That could have been disastrous, but number 4 was at the right place at the right time.
Isn't he always at the right place at the right time? He's just a playmaker. I'll tell you what, if the first 2 plays of this game are any way indicative of what kind of night it's going to be, we are in for a proverbial barn burner.
Jerry Stroop poked the football out. TJ Layfield, the quarterback, from the 48-yard line, send Fabrizio in motion. They'll give it to DeQuell Jackson. Right side, DeQuell Jackson, power football inside Cane territory to the 47.
Well, they'll take 5 yards all day if he can do that. Granted, it's a little below his 7-yard average, but they'll take 5.
The Seminole offense tonight, they like to run out of the wing tee. Layfield, Gaucher, Fabrizio Jackson in the backfield. Mott and Leverins, the receiver and tight end. Up front, Lorenzetti, Farmer, Sand, Fox, and Dadswell. Get to the Manatee defense after this play. Called a second down and a long 5 for the Warhawks. Layfield to put it in the air, looking downfield for his tight end, and Leverins can't get to it. Kelly was on the coverage. That ball just out of his reach. A little surprise play as the offensive coordinator of the Warhawks, Fabrizio, says we're going for the play action. Up front, the defense, a 4-3-4 for the Canes. McLaughlin, Gow, Gray, and Moreland. The linebackers in secondary, Poole, Hackley, Rudisell, McClister, Kelly, Poole, and Stroop.
Eric, I guarantee you're going to see that play again because the tight end was wide open. So let's put that one in the back of our minds, then we will see it again.
It's a 3rd down and 5. Gaucher goes in motion for the Warhawks. Layfield's going to put it in the air again. Has nice protection. Has his man out there. And a first down, and running out of bounds is number 16, Brandon Mott. Move the chains for Seminole.
Pass on the money. Look, nice little roll out there. I like it. I like it.
TJ Layfield has done a very good job for this offense. Delivers that one on the money. Completed down to the 37-yard line, a gain of 10. Seminole has a first down and 10. They trail by 7 after the kickoff return for a touchdown. Up the middle, DeQuell Jackson has a nice little hole. He gets down to the 30, picks up 7. And this is something that when we talked to Coach DeCristofaro said cannot happen. We got to stop number 3, that being DeQuell Jackson, cannot allow 5-7 yards at a time.
Yeah, well, they can control the clock. Sometimes, like we've always talked about, the best defense is a ball control offense, and you're seeing it right now.
Brings up a 2nd down and 3. Coach DeCristofaro with his arms crossed. Coach Thyler calls a lot of the defensive plays, an assistant, 24 years. This is actually a pitch back to Fabrizio, trying to get to the outside. He might have picked up a couple. He's ran out of bounds by Jerry Stroop and Randy Kelly.
Yeah, Brandon Mott's got to make that block on the defensive back there. I think we saw that same play the Buccaneers last week when Riddell Anthony almost got Keyshawn killed. It's important that he blocks that guy because then it's a one-on-one with the remaining corner.
And if anything, he might have been able to pick up the first down, going one-on-one with Kelly, but it's only a 1-yard pickup, brings up a 3rd down and 2. from the 29-yard line. Fabrizio goes in motion. This is DeQuell Jackson. Jackson has the first down into the secondary and inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 15.
You know why he's my favorite guy. I mean, he's just tough as nails. He had at least 3 canes on his back. He just wouldn't be denied there. He said, okay, I'll take you for a ride and you for a ride. He's going to have to start charging bus fare.
Just joined us, DeQuell Jackson, and the Warhawks trying to answer a 96-yard kickoff return by Randy Kelly to start the game. Manatee on top. The Warhawk fans were stunned. The team stunned. Manatee says it's all business. DeQuell Jackson again. This time not much there. He stood up around the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten to the 12-yard line, and that's all. Give him a gain of 2.
What they seem to be doing is hitting it with a quick hitter, not really a counter, but it's just a give left, give right to the fullback, pop it in there quick, don't give him the time to adjust. By the time somebody touches him, he's 5-6 yards down the field. They did a good job of stopping it there.
Looked like Patrick Gow held on for the ride and waited for the rest of his teammates to get there and stop the forward progress. 2nd down and 8 now for Seminole. This is Fabrizio in motion. They'll give it to DeQuell Jackson, left side. DeQuell Jackson down to the goal line.
And that will be a first down. Wow.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage. Watch for the quarterback sneak here. This is what they did against Northeast. They line up quick, want to go for the quick hitter up the middle with the quarterback Layfield. They'll give it to Jackson. Jackson right side. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Love it. Gotta love it. And you gotta know who's gonna get that ball there. With 13 rushing touchdowns this year, you know number 3 is gonna get it.
You see the defense trying to set up rather quickly. Had players running off the field. They didn't go with the quarterback sneak, but they go with the guy who got the majority of the carries on that drive in DeQuell Jackson, Tony.
DeQuell Jackson had 6 carries for 41 yards on that drive. He deserved to get the touchdown.
Brandon Mott, the extra point is good. We are tied. It's the 2nd round of the playoffs. The games get tighter. The action gets hotter on the TW TV 47 Game of the Week. Back here at Seminole, Eric Keaton and Tony Covington. 8:17 left in the first quarter, and both teams have already put points on the board. DeQuell Jackson did most of the damage on that last drive, but I go back to the kickoff where it was fumbled, and Fabrizio, the ball popped right into his hands. He recovered it, ran it up to the 48. If not for that recovery, Seminole may be down a couple of touchdowns.
And that would not be good. Hey, if I'm looking down at number 3 here, I think he makes his tackle. Oh, no, he's jogging now. Good gracious. I think he kicked him a little early.
We had a whistle, I believe, before he was allowed to kick off, as you said, Tony. Don't see any laundry out there. They're just making him kick it again. That ball would have landed almost exactly where Kelly caught it last time and took off running for the end zone. Last time Randy Kelly touched the ball 96 yards later, and he was gone. Started the game with the kickoff return. Morgan Riley trying to keep it away from him. There is a nice little cross breeze down on the field that is blowing in that direction right toward the left corner in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I can bet you that there won't be any returns again.
As Old Glory tells the story. Line drive kickoff, trying to get this one into the corner of the end zone, but it will not happen. Great field position coming up for Seminole. Excuse me, for Manatee.
So he didn't return it that time.
Well, at least they saved like 56 yards.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Canes aren't going to take it where it went out of bounds, that's for sure. They'll take over on the 35-yard line.
They'll take that as a great field position for first time. Now
And compared to last time, they saved 61 yards.
Yeah. I think they'll take that one.
But still, that obviously looked like they were going for the corner.
Get that big green D on the field and see what we can see here.
Brett Royal, the quarterback for the Canes. Biggers and Hines in the I formation. Royal gives it to Hines. Hines runs right into DeQuell Jackson and a host of Warhawks, but he has a good gain up to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6.
I'll tell you what, Edric Hines looked like he got some quick feet. He got through that hole pretty nicely.
Squares those shoulders away. Manatee offense, Royal, Hines, Biggers, Gallen, Simmons, and Hedrick. Watch out for Marcus Gallen at receivers, 6'4". Zarzicki, Varnador, Dingler, Flynn, and Randall up front. The only junior is Varnador, the left guard at 5'3", 230. Everybody else is a senior, and Simmons is a junior as well. 9 seniors for this Manatee offense, and we have a flag come out in the whistles. You probably heard that before the play could get off.
Maybe a delay. Oh, they're cheering, so
It might be against Seminole.
First down.
Will be a 5-yard penalty. Defense tonight for the Seminole Warhawks: Pike, Denablo, Ray, and Galmish up front. Linebackers in secondary: Farmer, Jackson, Fabrizio, and in the secondary it's Dorsey, McNally, Layfield, and Riley, and they will have their hands full with Ricky Simmons and Marcus Gallen. This may be a running team, but Marcus Gallen in his first year playing football, 6'4", 182 pounds, a speedster, and obviously with 6'4", has the reach. Running the option. Royal pitches it back to Hines. Hines has 4 yards, now more. Hines into the secondary, fumbles the football, and Manatee recovers at the 40. They get it back, a gain of 14 yards. But Hines lost the football, and the Canes recover.
They had that play dead rights in the backfield. He's got to make that play. He's coming down the line. Good read, pitch out. Oh, Farmer's got to make that play. Then we got a little bit of over pursuit. Fabrizio nothing wrap up. It's a good job by McNally to get that ball out of there.
Like Stephen Kay wanted to knock it out there too, but he ended up missing the tackle. We go back and forth as from the 40-yard line, Manatee now on the move. They started from their own 35. Again, it's Hines, his 3rd straight carry, and he's taken down by DeQuell Jackson, but not until he can get to the 31-yard line. He's close to another Manatee first down.
Wow, looks like he's averaging about 7-8 yards every time he touches it.
That's what he came in averaging on the season.
Actually, he's averaging 9 yards a touch so far.
I'm sure he'll take his newfound average for the second round of the playoffs.
No question, no question.
They've moved down to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. It's a 2nd down and 2, had some movement. Seminole's pointing toward the movement, either that or they're calling out the play. Long count. Royal thought about rolling out, and this play's going nowhere. They go back to the line of scrimmage. Don't know, Tony, if that was a busted play, if he was going to take it upfield, or if one of his backfield mates went the wrong way.
Actually, it was just an option right, but we had good penetration by Rylan Gamish. I guess that's why he's in there with the start this week. And then Fabrizio was in position for the pitch.
Kay helping out as well. 3rd down and short now. They need to get inside the 30 to close to the 29-yard line. Royal has Biggers and Hines in the backfield with him. Jackson shows blitz. Hines again gets the carry. Hines will be stopped, but he will have a first down to the 26-yard line. Move the chains for the Canes.
Well, I see what's happening on that play. The offensive line is getting past the defensive line into the linebackers because the guard was right in DeQuell Jackson's face there, and he was able to fight through and make that tackle, but not until after he got the first down.
Josh Schmerker, the offensive coordinator for the Canes, only 25 years old, but came over from Gaither with Coach DeCristofaro. First down for Manatee, looking to take the lead. This is Biggers' first carry, and Biggers picks up about 3 yards. DeQuell Jackson and Layfield meet him, but he did pick up a few yards to make it a 2nd down and 7.
I'll tell you what, Jordan Biggers knows how to find the end zone. 14 big-time touchdowns this year. And he ran into a big-time football player in DeQuell Jackson right there.
That's 2 outstanding football players, actually 3 in on that play, in Layfield, Jackson, and Biggers. Biggers, they call him the B train. And the B train did exactly what they want him to do, get 3 tough yards. See if they go back to Hines here, 2nd down and 7 from the 23. Now going to put it in the air, looking for Gallen. And this ball just out of his reach. And on the coverage is KJ Dorsey. And watch out for this matchup. 5'10 against 6'4. But that one was an inside slant pass that was hard for him to handle.
Well, I think what Coach Roper's defense is doing now, they've got them in certain positions, 1st and 2nd down. Looks like they're going with a man-to-man because they're bringing the safeties up and playing. I like the matchup. Good aggressive corner. Nice play. Good job getting his hands in there.
3rd down and 7 from the 23-yard line. See if Manatee puts the football in the air here, or if they say stay conservative with the ground game. The option, Royal, nobody there, and he is taken down back at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 4th down and 7. DeQuell Jackson in on the tackle. He went through the blocking power. Biggers.
We shouldn't be surprised who made that play. Came down the line of scrimmage. Oh, I love it. I love it. Look at the way he explodes into the hit. Mr. Jackson is a man, ladies and gentlemen. He is a man.
They'll give Royal a yard. They mark the football on the 22. From the right hash, it will be a field goal attempt now by Wes Thompson. It'll be a 39-yard, from the 22, a 39-yard attempt. This kick is long enough, and it is good. Right down Broadway. For Wes Thompson, and Manatee takes a 10-7 lead. They march from their 35 down to the 22. They can only get 3, but Manatee has the lead. Remaining in the first quarter. Welcome back to Seminole High School. 2nd round of the playoffs, 5A Region 3 action. The Manatee Hurricanes on the foot of that man right there, Wes Thompson, take the lead 10-7. And Fabrizio and the Seminole Warhawks looking to answer now or take the lead for the first time in this ball game. Time the Warhawks had problems holding on to the football, but they were able to recover. Short kickoff now, going out of bounds, and now Seminole will get good field position at the 35-yard line. So Thompson tried to, little directional kicking, did not work. 10 plays, 43 yards. Thompson with the 39-yard field goal, 5 minutes and 12 seconds on the time of possession, and that would bode well for Manatee because they have, it's going to be a story of this game. They have a, bigger roster, and Seminole has a lot more players going both ways.
I think if it's going to be a battle of who gets the ball last.
So far.
That's true. That's true so far. The Warhawks did a good job of bend, don't break on defense last time. Let's see how the Hurricanes fare against the Warhawks.
Fabrizio goes in motion from the 35-yard line. This is number 5. And that would be Ryan Gaucher. He doesn't get much. He might have picked up a yard, and that is it. 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, see, it's a little different. Last time they were getting them with the quick hitters. Penetration, or slow the counter down. They have a chance to find where the ball is, and it's a good play by the defensive front.
Justin McLaughlin in on that tackle, wrapped up the ankles. 2nd down and 9. Hurricanes come up with a nice stop on a 1st down play. To the air game is Layfield. Rolling to his right, looking, he's going to keep it and run for it. And he'll pick up about 5 yards to the 41-yard line, bring up a makeable 3rd down and a long 4.
It's a good downfield block by Joey Fabrizio as well. I really like TJ Layfield. He reminds me of a Jim McMahon type of quarterback, just a gutsy, hard-nosed football player.
Manatee with good coverage downfield forced Layfield to run with it. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It is a 3rd down and 4 coming up for Seminole. They need to get to the 45-yard line. Fabrizio in motion. This is DeQuell Jackson. Jackson will not get the first down. He'll be about 2 yards shy. The linebackers took care of him.
See, that's what they should have done on the first down. If they're not stopping DeQuell Jackson, because he's looking, 5, 6, 7 yards on first down, makes a big difference.
Rudisil and number 56, William Moreland, in on the tackle for the Canes. It will bring up a 4th down and a short 2. DeQuell Jackson to punt. Hines standing at his own 23-yard line for the Canes. The first defensive stop. Jackson, a high spiraling kick, chases Hines back to about the 17-yard line, and he's straight up the middle. Has the speed and finally taken down by number 45, Ron Perry, at the 37-yard line. So again, good field position, but a flag down on the play.
It came in real late, too.
And so much for the good field position. See if we can pick up the clip. There it was. Did not see who did it, but you could see it on the left side of your screen.
That'll be 15 big yards.
And that'll move the ball from the 37 back to the 22-yard line. 1:01 remaining. The Canes come up with a 3-and-out on defense. See if they can add to that 10-7 lead. They marched for 50-plus yards last time on offense. Royal to put the football in the air, rush from behind, looking for his man. This one will be overthrown. He's looking for Simmons, and overthrew this football. Out on the coverage was Dorsey.
That was a good job playing a good outside technique, because the receiver had to come back to him. Now, if he'd have been running a post, he would have been in a trail position, but he was in great shape there. Good job of keeping your head back, looking at the quarterback. Great job, KJ.
Ricky Simmons, 5'11", 175-pound junior. Did not catch up to that one. Gallen, the near side receiver. Simmons will now go to the outside, back to the I formation. Hendrick, the tight end, goes in motion as Royal barks out his signals from the 22. It's a 2nd down and 10. This is Hines again. Hines caught up on the inside, runs into number 58, Ray Pike. And DeQuell Jackson and Layfield and Fabrizio there, the usual suspects for the Seminole Warhawks.
Good job of penetration by the line. That's what's going to stop the running game. The front big guy, the big uglies have got to get up front, get some penetration, and clear it up for those linebackers so they can run around and make those tackles.
Could be the final play coming up here in the first quarter. It is a 3rd down and 7. First quarter 10-7 lead for Manatee. Royal now has Hines inside the slot, and he's going to put it up in the air. Has Hines. Hines close to a first down. He went out of bounds near the sticks. I believe he has it. Gets to the 34-yard line. It'll be a first down, a gain of 9 yards.
I tell you, Ryan McNally saw it. He just didn't believe it.
Hines comes right into your living room from the 34-yard line. This will be the last play, unless it's an incomplete pass, of the first quarter. Offset eye with Biggers and Hines in the backfield. Layfield moving up, showing run support. This is Hines. Hines up the middle. Head-on collision with Jackson and Layfield. And Ryan Denablo, and he picks up, Hines picks up about 3 yards. And that will be the end of the first quarter. We have a ball game in Class 5A, Region 3. The Manatee Hurricanes hold a 3-point lead, 10-7 over the Warhawks. second quarter of action. Those are, as our director said, some chicken wings. Moving and grooving. Start of the second quarter. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington back here in Warhawk Country. 10-7. The Hurricanes on top. And they have the football, and they're moving once again. Got the football on their own side of the 38-yard line. Bring up a second down for Manatee. Howie DeCristofaro's team took a 7-0 lead, returned the opening kickoff 96 yards. Randy Kelly with the honors. Dequel Jackson and company moved the ball 52 yards down the field, answered with a 1-yard touchdown run by DJ, and then a field goal by Wes Thompson has given Manatee a 10-7 lead. They forced a 3-and-out, and now they have the football again, trying to build that lead. There you have the rundown. Royal, almost a problem with the exchange, gives it to Hines. Hines wrapped up by Kay and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job. Penetration. I'm telling you, that's going to make the difference in this game. Penetration. Now you got him in a 3rd, 6, and we'll see. Great job fighting off the block by Kay. Awesome. I love it.
Dingler, the center, and Royal had problems with the exchange. Kind of caused the flow of that play to be disrupted. Keep an eye on Seminole Warhawks defensive end now, Josh Detler. The right defensive end, 5'8", like 135, and he's in the game now. He's all speed. 3rd down and long for Royal and the Canes. Here comes Fabrizio chasing the quarterback, and Royal's just going to throw this one away. And no receiver out there, and that will be, and one flag comes out. This is a Hillsborough County crew, and they're going to say he threw this one away.
Oh, yeah, that's no doubt about it. Tried to avoid the sack. Still inside the tackle box, and there was no one. I think he was throwing it over to Coach. Coach, take it.
Ran right into trouble toward Fabrizio.
Well, the defense did much better this time. TJ Layfield took away Hines, and that's the first place he looked. Penetration by Fabrizio, dead play. Good job by the Warhawk defense.
From the 37-yard line, looks like they're going to spot it at the 30, and it will bring up a 4th down as Seminole has forced, and they're going to mark it now at the 25-yard line. So a loss of 12 on the play.
No ground. Fence.
Brett Royal is the punter. Dequel Jackson to return at the 39-yard line. Usually Fabrizio handles those duties, but you have Dequel back there tonight. Seminole looking to set up that return. Royal will kick it right to him. Dequel, perfect punt return. He has a lot of room on the near side. Heads into trouble. Still on his feet. He has to beat Royal. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown.
He is something special. And we got our second big-time special teams play. Now we know why he's back there returning them this week.
61-yard punt return by Dequel Jackson. Took it just in front.
Look at the way he sets up his block on this return. Great footwork, missed tackle. You're not going to drag him down with one arm. Brett Royal doesn't stand a chance. Big number 3 coming at him.
Seminole extra point. It is blocked. Not a live football on the extra point. And a big block as the hole was muffed. Dequel Jackson, number 3, has given the home team a 3-point lead with a 61-yard punt return. 10:47 remaining. Opening kickoff, this place was dead silent, except on the other side of the field. But right now, Dequel Jackson has given the home team some life with a 61-yard punt return to give the Warhawks a 13-10 lead. They missed the extra point. 10:47 remaining until we go to the break. We don't need a break. It's too exciting, Tony. Special teams ruling right now on each side.
I tell you, D. Jackson is electrifying. Now I'm looking for Fabrizio to make a big play. It's like they take turns. They were number 3 and 4. That's a heck of a 1-2 punch.
This is Morgan Riley. Nails this one. This is Kelly, takes this one from his 3. He already has a 96-yard kickoff return, not this time. He's taken down near the 25-yard line, and a flag comes out.
Another late flag.
I don't know if we had any pushing and shoving. Bobby Fox said, look, it wasn't me. I'm just in on the tackle. See what the officials think.
Defense.
Oh,
Ben Hugel says this is on the Seminole defense.
Coach Rover's not going to be happy about that.
It's going to give him 15 yards. Again, great field position. Put him up near the 40.
When you've got the momentum, there's no need for any type of extracurricular activity.
See if we can pick it up. Any jaw jacking at the end of the play, or any just a little roughhousing at the end of the play, and the officials are not going to go for that. Still a lot of time left in this ball game. No need for roughhousing on both sides or jaw jacking. Anything could happen.
That's the 3rd penalty on the Seminole squad here, and for 25 yards. That's just in a playoff game. Those things come back to haunt you.
Spot the ball at the 41-yard line for Manatee. Simmons goes in motion. They'll give it to Hines. Hines trying to get to the outside. If he can turn this corner and turn on the speed, he just has to beat a couple of Seminole Warhawks. Can't do it. Taking him down is Morgan Riley. He's pushed out of bounds inside Seminole territory at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 22.
Wow.
Not many teams have run the football successfully against Seminole this season, but so far Manatee is doing a pretty good job here early.
I'm just shocked and amazed. Hines has 67 yards on about 7 carries. That's amazing against this team.
Most teams got that in an entire contest against Seminole this season, but these are the Canes. They have history, they have tradition, and they have Hines, and they have Biggers. Only has 1 carry. First down from the Seminole 37-yard line. Give it to Biggers, right side. Call his name, the B train answers. And he gets to the 35.
D. Jackson said, and my name is Mr. Jackson.
Don't start singing that song. Or change the
I'm not.
Mr. Jackson in on that tackle. Short gain of 2. They mark the ball at the 36. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 for Manatee. Florida football finals round number 2. Winner will play Naples or Northeast. High formation again for Royal. Royal gives this from to Hines. Hines caught in the backfield, taken down. Fabrizio is there, so's Gomich and Denablo.
It all started with penetration there, Eric. The defensive line was on, they were 2 yards on that side of the ball, and Fabrizio had a clean shot. Great fundamental tackle. Pads low, putting his helmet on his chin.
That's a 2-yard loss on the play. Make it a 3-yard loss. Moves him back to the 38-yard line. The ball was near the 35 on the last play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. Again, I formation. Near side receiver is Gallen. On him is Riley. In motion is Brown. Little play action. Royal stepping up. Trying to escape trouble. Loses the football. Who has it? Seminole.
I tell you what, that defensive line has woken up. They're getting penetration on the run, on the pass. Brett Rowe didn't have a chance on that. Also, great coverage by the secondary.
He lost it stripped, I believe, by Ray Pike. Caught one of the numbers underneath that pile. Ryan Denablo in on the play as well.
Right.
Front 4 with the pressure that time for the Warhawks. They have the turnover. They're first in the ball game on their own 45-yard line. Fabrizio shakes off a tackle. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And I should say shakes off a tackler because that was one heck of a hit that he took in the backfield.
Looked like he hit him with a sledgehammer, didn't it?
It looked like he backhanded him. Ooh.
Damn,
William Moreland.
plays like that take too long to develop. They've been effective when they hit him with the quick hitter. I mean, hey, these Canes can run.
Quick to the ball. 2nd down and 10. Brandon Mott is the far near side receiver, but they're not really worried about him. This handoff will go to number 5, Gaucher. Gaucher's losing yardage, gets back to the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up one before Kelly lowered the boom on him. And if Gaucher picked up some positive yards, he should be given a medal because that looked like he was going to lose 6.
Did a good job to get out of the backfield. Actually got 2 yards on that.
3rd down and long now, as the Canes turn it over, and TJ Layfield trying to use some time and get some points off of this turnover. Usually what we've seen in the past here, from at least one game that we've done this season for the Seminole Warhawks, a little rollout, play action pass going to the tight end. And now we have a stoppage in play with 7:33 remaining. Layfield will go over and talk to the offensive coaches. Coach Fabrizio calls the plays. He does not have on the headsets. .7:16 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Seminole on top 13-10. It's a 3rd down and 9. Fabrizio goes in motion. It will be a pass play. Layfield has the protection, trying to pick up the 1st down on his own. He's not going to do it. He's pushed out of bounds near midfield, just shy of the 50-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th down and 6.
I'm not sure what they were trying to accomplish there because I didn't see any. He was rolling left, but I didn't see any receiver breaking to the out. I saw a post breaking away from him.
He tries to get the defense rolling that way and then tries to pick up the 1st down on his own. But Layfield has some wheels, but he's not known as a running quarterback. DeQuell Jackson, the punt, a very high punt. Kelly is going to let this one bounce inside the 15-yard line, and Seminole will down it as it takes a Cane bounce back up to the 19. Well, the turnover does not hurt Manatee. Their defense comes up with a big 3 and out. And now DeQuell Jackson will stay on the field for the Warhawks and punt, play fullback, block, and now play linebacker. See if Manatee doesn't go back in that ground game to Hines.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that Seminole got away from that quick hitter. I mean, DeQuell, about 6 yards of carry.
Royal throwing this one out to Gallen, and all over it is Dorsey. Gallen almost caught that one on his knee, and remember, in high school football, he would have been automatically down, but he rose up, caught it, picked up a good 6 yards. It's a 2nd down and 4 for Manatee.
That's a good job. They'll take that 6 yards on 1st down, 2nd and 4, go back to your ground game. It keeps Seminole off balance, too.
Head coach Sam Roper, 78-97 record in 17 seasons. Remind you, in the last 3 years, 29 and 6. As they've made the playoffs 3 straight seasons. Simmons goes in motion. Hand off to Hines. Hines trying to pick up the 1st down. He's close. Going to be about a yard shy as they need to get to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 1 for Manatee.
And DeQuell Jackson gives him a little love tap after about a 3-yard gain.
Unfortunately, Chet Sarzicki will get an assist on that tackle. Hear about it in the huddle from his teammate Hines. 3rd down and short. Will it be Jordan Biggers' time now? Or they go back to Hines? I think Biggers is out of the game. No, he's in there. This is Hines. Hines caught in the backfield. I don't believe he got it. Biggers was in the game trying to lead the block. Royal comes over, pleading his case to possibly go for it on a 4th down and short, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Good job of support. Great job of support by Ryan McNally.
It's probably what it looked like when he saw Hines coming at him one-on-one, like, oh no!
Good job. Stood his ground. Did what was necessary.
They're going to bring out the chains for a measurement here.
No question. It's got to be at least a yard short. Oh, no, it's not. Wow.
Very close to a first down, and this is almost tempting for a power running football team against a power rush defense. Seminole says we're going to call a timeout whether Manatee's wanting to go for it or not, because it looks like they're in the huddle ready to go for it, and Seminole's going to call a timeout. Or not. They do not call a timeout. Coach Roper says let's go for it. You're going to line up and want to go for it? We're going to stop you. And here is the timeout. I guess Coach Roper was waiting, Tony, to see if they really were going to line up or put a punter back there.
That's a smart play.
We'll take a break with Seminole, and Coach Roper, his team has the lead right now over the Manatee Hurricanes, 13-10. Biggest play call of the game coming up against Seminole, as Manatee is going to go for it on their own side. 4th down and inches from their own 29-yard line. 5:07 remaining in the second quarter. It's a 13-10 ball game, and now maybe not. Brett Royal, the quarterback, looks across the line of scrimmage and says that Green Machine defense has something that we don't like, and we're going to send out the punting team.
I'll tell you what, I'd still be in a punt-safe situation here.
Hike it to the up man.
Hike it to the up man, and he can slip through there.
And Royal is the punter and also the quarterback. Obviously, plenty of different scenarios here from Manatee. Another timeout on the field. Now each team has spent a timeout. It's been one heck of a ball game so far with big plays on both sides, special teams, drives, field goal by Manatee, and 1-yard touchdown run by Dequel Jackson. He has 2 touchdowns tonight. Punt return and the touchdown rushing. Coach Perlin, the defensive coordinator, running off the field, talking to his Seminole Warhawks, letting them know, as Tony said, be ready for anything, but do not jump off sides. Make sure that punt goes downfield and it goes in the hands of the punter.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd put Fabrizio back and keep my best defensive player.
Almost moved.
It's motion on the offense.
They will punt it, and it is a very short punt. Manatee's going to get a decent roll out of it all the way down to the Seminole 42-yard line. It was a punt of 30 yards, but it was really only punted for about 15 and rolled the other 15. And for a minute there, both sides jumped and no flags came out. The officials let him play, or there wasn't enough movement to justify a flag.
Well, defense can reset, but I saw the wingman actually take a step back, which is illegal motion.
4:58 remaining. Seminole on top 13-10. The home fans hoping for a victory tonight. Layfield gives this one to Gaucher, trying to get to the outside. Takes on a Manatee tackler, leans forward for about 4 yards. Wrapping him up was number 26 down low. That's Matt McClister, defensive back, 5'10", senior.
That's okay. Coach Roper will take 4 yards on first down. We'll sweep out wide. Those big uggers out pulling for him. Good job. 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
McClister and his Hurricanes jumped out to a 7-0 lead on the opening kickoff when Randy Kelly went the distance, 96 yards. Fabrizio goes in motion. This is Dequel Jackson, shakes off a Manatee Hurricane, puts the head down. See where they mark the football. His knees might have been down just shy of the 50, but they're going to give the ball to him, the nose of the football right at the 50.
You have to wrap Dequel Jackson up. It's just not enough to get a solid pop on him.
William Moreland put the big pop on him, and they bounced off of each other, and Jackson went forward, kept the legs moving. 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 50-yard line for Seminole, trying to pick up the first down. This will be DeQuell Jackson looking for room. Leans forward. He's going to be shy. He'll pick up maybe a half a yard. Now it's decision time for Seminole. 3:28 and counting to go until halftime. I got a feeling right now it's field position game. This time the Canes cut down those legs and put out the running ability of DeQuell Jackson, and they're going to punt the football. You agree with this one, Tony?
Yeah, I do. I mean, and you're right. You hit it best on the head. Field position game. I mean, you're up by 3, 2:50 and a half. Now they've got to just make sure they cover this kick.
DeQuell Jackson to Kelly. This ball bounces behind Dorsey and takes another cane bounce, and it'll be down by Ron Perry at the 24-yard line. Ball bounced inside the 20 and bounced over Dorsey's head. Kelly will go off the field now as he already has a 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and he's a defensive player and a punt returner, and he says, offense, let's get something going here. Take up this 244 and give us the lead going into the locker room.
I'm expecting them to at least try to get something to Marcus Gallen on this against KJ Dorsey. I mean, you hit it on the head at 6'4" versus 5'10". KJ's pretty athletic, but I think they're going to at least try for it.
Look for a fade pattern, but now Layfield moving back like he wants to go on the double coverage. This is Brett Royal on the option. Royal has big yardage. Layfield will take him down in front. Jackson from behind, but he gets to the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 15 yards for Manatee.
Good for a Manatee first down.
Gamish has got to secure the quarterback there.
First down for Manatee. They move the chains to the 40-yard line. Offset eye. Pass over here to Gallen. Gallen trying to get to the outside, and he goes nowhere. Outstanding by Morgan Riley.
Outstanding. Blocker, fought through the block, made a great play in the backfield.
And Stan Brown needs to do a better job here of helping out his wide receiver. And Stan Brown's a backup quarterback, and he's been learning the wide receiver position, but he'll admit, going back in the huddle, I got to do a better job at blocking Riley.
I'll tell you what, we might want to keep an eye on TJ Layfield. He's hobbling around in the back in that secondary back there.
I got a Charlie horse or something going in on that last play. It's a gain of 1 for Gallen. Second down and 9 for Manatee. Royal to pass, rolling out to his right, looking downfield, has his man, it is Gallen. Gallen has a first down inside Warhawk territory to the 45. Coach Perlin is livid on the sideline, telling you I can see it coming. And Seminole's going to call another timeout, take another look at this pass play.
You got to know they're going to Marcus Gallen. Maybe just look him up and make the play.
Coming into this game, Royal had near 700 yards passing. 400 of them were to Marcus Gallen, so it's obvious he's the go-to man.
Can you say favorite target?
50, 60% of the time, more than 50% of the time. And again, Coach DeCristofaro pointing out that this is Gallen's first year playing high school football, and says a few scouts, college scouts, are looking at him saying, man, it's only his first year and showing this much talent at 6'4". Second timeout for Seminole. Canes have used 1. Coach DeCristofaro's team inside Seminole territory with 1:18 remaining, trying to retake the lead, or at least tie it. Stay with us through halftime. Tony and I will recap the first half. An exciting first half thus far, and an exciting playoff football game. Manatee Hurricanes, folks, do not look at the tail end of this schedule. Not talking about Southeast, but very tough schedule for the Hurricanes this season, except for Gulf Coast, Spruce Creek, and Lely. Those 3 teams won about 3 games among them, and the rest of that schedule is hard-nosed football playoff teams throughout the state of Florida, and a big rival in Southeast. Big rivalry every year out of Manatee County.
tell you what, I don't know if I like this matchup down here at the bottom with Morgan Riley on Gallen. I'd much rather have KJ Dorsey on it.
Simmons is the other wide receiver. DeQuell Jackson lining up in the slot. Royal moving this way. Flag in the backfield. This one's probably coming back. DeQuell Jackson meets Brett Royal, and Biggers tries to help out his quarterback, but there's a flag near midfield as Detler came in. He might have been clipped from behind.
There was nothing Biggers could do to help his quarterback. The initial sting of DeQuell Jackson had already been administered.
Hold in the backfield as that was called as Detler was pulled down, and this will move the football back from the 50, the spot of the foul, to the 40-yard line.
And 135, Josh Detler is a rush specialist, ladies and gentlemen, a rush specialist.
Yeah, in the earlier game with Seminole, you and I saw that, and we're like, this has got to be a mistake. No disrespect to Josh Detler, because he came in on a couple plays against Northeast, and we're like, we understand why you're in the ball game, young man. First down and 25, 1 minute and counting. 3 down linemen to rush for Seminole as Manatee trying to get in position to tie this game up or take the lead going into the half. Rushes on, Royal escapes, DeQuell Jackson escapes him a second time, but he runs into trouble near the 40-yard line as the Warhawks rush the quarterback. Time will count on down as Manatee will rush to the line of scrimmage, and now a timeout is called. Take another look at this play.
Good job in pursuit. Everybody's running to the ball. Hats to the ball. That's what we used to call 11 hats to the ball. Great pursuit.
Second timeout by the Hurricanes. Coach Perlin, the defensive coordinator for Seminole. The head coach, Sam Roper. Their defense, amazing this year. The #1 defense in Pinellas County. They had a 2-loss back-to-back stretch, if you want to call it, against Tarpon Springs and Osceola. Osceola, a postseason team, went 8-3, played in a bowl game. They were an independent. Tarpon Springs ended a long winning streak of 16 games, I believe, for Seminole, or stretching over a couple of seasons or during the regular season. But they played their fair share of playoff teams. But it's really the defense. You saw a lot of zeros there, Tony, and that's what has built this team, is a defense.
Well, you got studs like #3 and #4, DeQuell and Joey Fabrizio. And what do you expect? Anything else would be uncivilized. If I'm Coach Roper here, wherever Marcus Gallen is, I've got KJ Dorsey shadowing him.
Second down and very long.
Deep.
Going for a pass play. It's intercepted by number 40. That would be Ryan McNally. McNally holding on to the football, still on his feet, down to the 38-yard line. The second turnover forced by Seminole.
Oh, they've got 28 seconds left.
Royal tried to float that one in a pocket and just falling back into coverage and picking it off. A nice job by McNally.
That's just a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes. Good job of running. Hey, they may be able to get in field position. They still got a timeout or 2 left.
28 seconds remaining. McNally with the turnover. From the 38-yard line, Seminole now. Layfield going to put the football in the air. Now he's going to run for it, and he's just going to go run out of bounds and stop the clock. Stops it with 22 seconds remaining. He picked up about 4 yards to the 35-yard line. Of course, Seminole now trying to at least get a field goal out of this one. Morgan Riley or Brandon Mott will have the duties as the field goal kicker. Layfield's been on the run a lot tonight.
Yeah. He's moving pretty good on that bum ankle right now. That's a sign of a competitor, though. Adrenaline's pumping. You don't feel that ankle until it's rest time.
Yeah, especially in the playoffs. There's no tomorrow for both of these teams. You stay in the game, especially being a senior. You never know when you're playing your final snap.
This is true. Hey, he's 3 for 10 tonight. Big play right here would help.
Fabrizio goes in motion. Layfield looking to go back across a dangerous pass to DeQuell Jackson. Jackson has it. He'll go out of bounds. The play runs 8 seconds off the clock. Still shy of the first down, but that play went right in front of a defender for the Hurricanes.
Hey, that was a great play by Patrick Gall to sniff that out, because if he can get to his blockers, he's got a lot of real estate in front of him. Smart play by DeQuil Jackson to get out of bounds, too, and then we couldn't get any more yardage.
Ball is marked at the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 29 for a first down. It will be a 3rd down and 3, 14 seconds left. You know, Tony, we've seen a couple games now for Seminole, and I've seen them many of our highlights for our scoreboard show. I've yet to see them really throw the football downfield. You have to believe that they're going to run this exact play and just throw it away now. Receiver in that area. You can see the officials checking with each other. That's incomplete pass. It'll bring up a 4th down with 7 seconds left.
So then punter's going to go for the field there.
Well, number 16's out there, Brandon Mott. He has a foot, and he's putting it down at the 39-yard line. So this would be a 49-yard field goal attempt. 49 yards. And the Canes call a timeout, the last of the half. They want to make sure they can get the appropriate personnel to block it, or at least ice the kicker.
Well, I think they just want to watch out and make sure it's not going to be a fake.
With 1 timeout remaining and 7 seconds left, not much time to either have to score a touchdown or hope that you can run a few seconds off, get the first down, and then get a little closer, call your timeout, then line up the field goal team. But Manatee happy here just to give Coach DeCristofaro a missed field goal and go into the half and say, hey, we turned the ball over twice and we're only down 3 points. Brandon Mott from 49 yards out. And to give the home team Warhawks a 6-point lead going into the half.
Keep an eye on the wing man here.
Where the backup quarterback is the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is going to be short. And time expires here in the first half. A 49-yard field goal attempt by Brandon Mott is just shy, but this game is not shy of big plays. DeQuil Jackson, 2 first-half touchdowns, and the Manatee Hurricanes trail the Seminole Warhawks 13-10. Welcome back to high school football here on TWTV 47. It's the second round of the playoffs. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington with you. The halftime score, the Warhawks lead the Hurricanes 13-10 in this 5A Region 3 semifinal. Opening kickoff, and Tony, you and I were stunned. Seminole Warhawks were stunned. Randy Kelly took it at the 4-yard line, and he was gone.
Randy was ready to play. 1 missed tackle. Got tagged by someone else, and that was it.
96 yards, he booked down the near sideline, was not caught. Extra point made by Wes Thompson, and just like that, it was 7-0 Manatee. The visitors stunned on the opening kickoff. Well, here's the kickoff then to the Seminole Warhawks, and KJ Dorsey's going to get popped, loses the football right to Fabrizio, and they recover. That could have been disastrous, Tony.
It's a game of inches. I mean, if Fabrizio's not in perfect position to catch that ball, I mean, you're looking at possibly a 13-0 game. All of the momentum. You never know.
DeQuil Jackson and the Seminole Warhawks embark on a 53-yard drive. He punches it in from 1 yard out. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. Manatee gets the football back, and then it's the Manatee Hurricanes imitation of Sebastian Janikowski. It's Wes Thompson with a 39-yard field goal. That would have been good for 109.
He kicked the stew out of that one.
Score is 10-7. We enter the second quarter. Manatee on top. Brett Royal, the punter. DeQuil Jackson says, I'm sorry, I'm taking it at the 39-yard line, and he is gone.
Don't mind me. Hee. Mr. Jackson, up the right side. Try an arm tackle, and it's pay dirt.
I tell you what, and when he crossed the goal line, this place just exploded, Tony.
I thought the booth was going to come down. They were jumping in the stands.
Seminole missed the extra point. They lead it 13-10. I guess the one thing that really stands out that you and I were talking about, 2 turnovers by Manatee. Seminole can do nothing with it, and Seminole picked up 3 first downs in their opening drive. They have none since then?
Well, they looked really impressive on that opening drive. I thought they were just going to be able to pound Manatee right up the middle. Then it changed up a little bit, start doing some counters and some sweeps, and wasn't really effective. And erstwhile, that's why they only have 3 first downs.
A year ago against a Manatee school, Bradenton Southeast, the Seminole Warhawks led 17-14 at the half by 3 and lost. This year, same scenario, except it's against the Hurricanes. 13-10. We'll be back with the third quarter after this. High school football. The Seminole Warhawk cheerleaders are pumped up. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington's pumped up. It is the second half of football getting started. The Seminole Warhawks will receive the third quarter kickoff. Wes Thompson, 5'8", 208 pounds, to kick off. KJ Dorsey standing back at around his 7-yard line. 13-10 ball game. Thompson, a high kick. Fabrizio running over there. He'll let Dorsey take it. He fumbled it, picks it back up, and he has a lot of room down the far sideline. Fabrizio blocking for him. Dorsey taken out inside Cane territory at the 38-yard line.
That's how you come out of season momentum. Big play to special team to start out the half. 67 yards by KJ Dorsey.
And he was fortunate here that the ball just an easy bounce, able to pick it back up, and the special teams have played a key part of this game tonight.
You'd be surprised, though, a lot of times on a muff, the defense tends to relax when they see the ball on the ground, and the returner, if he can pick it up, gain some real estate.
Fabrizio goes in motion. He hasn't had much carries. Dequel Jackson has. He picks up some tough yards, gets inside the 35-yard line, runs into Jason Hackley, the sophomore linebacker.
See, that's the way they started the game, pounding them up the middle with Dequel Jackson. Then they got away from it. This is the effective way to attack, it appears.
Spot the ball at the 33-yard line. It was a gain of 4. Second down and 6 coming up for Seminole. Just underway here in the third quarter. This is Fabrizio trying to get to the left side. He has the corner turn, cuts it back up inside. First down for Seminole.
Great job of running, good outside block on the cornerback. Oh yeah, I tell you, that big play is giving them tremendous momentum.
He picks up 10 yards on the play. Coach DeCristofaro trying to figure out how to stop this wing T attack. He's coached a wing T before, but good outside block keyed Fabrizio to pick up the extra yards.
Did you see his patience? He waited patiently for his lineman to pull and pick up, cut behind him for another 10, 15 yards. Good job.
The first down for Seminole besides their opening possession. O'Shea went in motion. This is Dequel Jackson. He is met on near the 20-yard line. He'll pick up a couple, but the Canes push him back. That was a tough couple.
Jason Hackley said, all right, enough is enough. You're not going to start that running 5 yards on first down. Come here, let me give you a little love tap.
He's been in on a couple of tackles. Gain of 2, second down and 8 for Seminole. Layfield, the quarterback, rolling this way. Pressure's on, throws this one out to Fabrizio. What a catch!
What a grab.
The grab at the 16-yard line. Big players make big plays in big games. That's close to a first down, but the Warhawks still shy.
Hey, that kid's big time. He is big time. Nice touch. Just a great individual effort by Joey Fabrizio. Wow. That's outstanding.
Matt McClister's like, you've got to be kidding me.
It was a
I had
perfect
pretty
position.
good coverage. I mean, granted, it was a good pass by Layfield. He put it in only one place where it could be caught. Fabrizio dives, makes a scoreboard top play catch. It is a 3rd down and 4. Dequel Jackson, right side. Dequel Jackson into the secondary, has a 1st down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Warhawks.
I'll tell you what, Marcus Lowe was shaking his head saying, could you guys please stop that runaway train before it gets to me? Ooh. That's gotta hurt. That's gonna leave a mark.
Marcus Lowe was low, and he went lower. 1st and goal.
And he had help.
For Seminole. Dequel Jackson. Jackson up the middle. He's bottled up. He might have picked up a yard. Yule Gray, 6'1", 233-pound defensive lineman on the interior, was there to help. Bringing down number 3. And that man again, Hackley.
Let's see if I can just get you guys to join me. I'll stand him up, but I need help. He's alone.
There's a gain of a yard just inside the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal for Seminole. Obviously, Tony, this is touchdown territory. A field goal does them no good just to go up by 6. Fabrizio cuts it back inside. Flag on the play.
Generally, that's going to be holding.
It was thrown by our referee. That's Ben Hugel stopping the clock, and a Manatee Hurricane down the
Whole offense.
7-8's a killer.
Coach Rover's not going to be happy. You're back. Your team's got the momentum. You're inside the 5. You're at the 1-yard line, and boom, 10 yards the other direction. Jeez, those are definitely killer plays. Those stymie a drive.
March off the 10 yards, place the ball back at the 15-yard line.
Repeat, 2nd down
and goal from the 15. 8:10 remaining.
Now you take the Seminole Warhawks out of what they want to do.
8:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Seminole took the opening kickoff of the 3rd. Marched it down in scoring position thanks to a big kickoff return by K.J. Dorsey. This is Dequel Jackson, right side. Dequel Jackson skipped over a tackler. Actually, I think Randy Kelly was getting out of the way. Just really kidding about that, Randy. Randy made a nice effort there, cutting the legs out of Dequel Jackson.
He wanted no part of number 3 right there.
Randy Kelly's an excellent football player. 6'1", 170, has speed to burn.
Oh, we saw that.
A nice job of cutting the timber down, called Dequel Jackson. 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Is it tight end time? Reno Aguia is the tight end. Gaucher goes in motion. They give it to Dequel Jackson. Dequel Jackson fumbled the football. It's still loose. I believe Seminole got it back. Kelly, I believe, jarred it free, and he's slow to get up.
He hit Dequel Jackson. That'll force you to be slow to get up. Oh man, great tackle though. Great tackle. Put his helmet right on the ball. Ryan Gaucher was just in great position there.
And this will basically be an extra point from the right hash by Brandon Mott. It will officially be a 21-yard field goal for Mott to give the Warhawks a 6-point lead. And he's got it. Big kickoff return by K.J. Dorsey, 67 yards. They get moved back because of a holding call, recover their own fumble, and Brandon Mott extends the lead to 6 for Seminole. 6:23 remaining. That's a long drive. to start the third quarter for Seminole. They only get a field goal out of it, but they have a 16-10 lead. I'm sure they wanted the touchdown, but they suffice for the 3.
Yeah, well, let's make a note. Let's make a little asterisk beside that 3 points there, because Coach Cristofaro has to be happy that they only gave up 3 points after that big play. They're only 1 play away from being in the lead in this game.
Kelly near the goal line, still moving. Grabbing him from behind is Morgan Riley. And Kelly gets to the 30-yard line, and that's it. Manatee will have their first possession of the second half. Brandon Mott, 10 plays, 34 yards. A lot off the time of possession off the clock, Tony, as we mentioned earlier.
For only 34 yards, huh?
Yeah.
Ball control.
Well, of course, a lot of that had to do with Dorsey's big return.
Yeah. And Mr. Jackson, had 6 carries for 27 yards on that drive. He's got 15 carries for 81 yards total.
Brett Royal running the option. Brett Royal eludes a tackler. Royal may be gone.
He is gone. Nobody's going to catch him.
Another big play for the Hurricanes, 70-yard touchdown.
I just told you, 1 big play, and guess what? They're ahead. Missed tackle. TJ Layfield had him in the backfield. Missed tackle, and it was over. He broke the initial penetration of that front line. Gone. Got to make that tackle, TJ. Good block on. They secured Mr. Jackson.
Chet Zarzicki, number 76.
And Brett Katie barred the door. He was free and running.
Big play number 2 for Manatee. Brett Royal, his legs and his vision to find that hole. 70 yards later, and an extra point ensuing here by Wes Thompson to give Manatee the lead. Wide right.
Wow!
And you see the disgust by Cristofaro.
You have got to be kidding me. Well, Eric, 0-0 in essence.
Those headsets are no good anymore. Back to the touchdown run by Royal. He showed his wheels. And Thompson just pushed it right. And we're all tied at 16 in the second round of the playoffs.
Can you believe it? This is playoff football, Eric. This is what I'm talking about.
Well, we had a few choices for the high school football game of the week for this Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We should be back at it again here on TWTV 47. We'll talk about that a little later. Wes Thompson has made a 39-yard field goal, but he misses a key extra point. Seminole missed a key extra point as well. We are all tied at 16, halfway through this third quarter. Dorsey standing near the 10-yard line, a very short kick. It's going to be taken by number 15. That is Riley.
North and south, son. North and south.
Going through the middle of the field, taken down, lost the football, but he hit the turf. Has good field position at the 42. He might get to that outside.
Hey, he's carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, though. I mean, he was setting himself up for a turnover.
He's carrying that like a baby.
Look at that. What is that?
Came out when it hit the ground, but that would have been no fumble. Whistle had blown. From the 41-yard line, Seminole takes over.
Gotta like the field position, though. Back to the ball control.
5:54. I'm sure their offense is like, didn't we just have the ball? This is Gaucher. Gaucher has a little bit of running room, gets up to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 3.
But did you see the penetration by Patrick Gow, though?
Slowed him down.
He almost took the hand off in the backfield. Penetration, took the gap, got there before Farmer could get there. It's a good job, good bit of running by Gaucher there.
Gaucher seemed to recognize it, Gow's penetration, and went to the outside. Short gain of 3, second down and 7 for Seminole, all tied at 16. Gaucher again in motion. Inside trap move going to Fabrizio. Fabrizio flag on the play. Seminole starting to hurt themselves with the holding call. That's what it's going to be.
Know it. Call that one, my friend.
51, grab. 51. Hold offense.
Bobby Fox, guilty of the infraction.
Second hold, second consecutive possession that will hurt Seminole. They're not a throwing football team. Move the football back to the 33-yard line. Excuse me, the 32-yard line. I'll get my math straight here in a minute.
That is a killer. Once again, it's taking them out of their comfort level. They've got to do something that they're not comfortable doing, putting the ball in the air.
Second down and 19 for Layfield and company.
He can bootleg and drag that tight end across there. He'll be wide open.
Dequel Jackson, the protector. Layfield has his man, throws it back, and I believe this one's going to be dropped. Dorsey says he got it, and he's not going to get the call. It's a good call by the officials. Would have got some of those yards back, but now it's a 3rd and 19. For a team like Seminole that does not throw it downfield, this is like having a 3rd and 40 for Ron Mathis and the Gibbs Gladiators.
Tell you what, I really would. I like the play call rolling left, but I'd love to see them drag the tight end across to give him at least a 3rd option to throw to.
Will they play it safe and a little draw play here, or maybe a screen pass play to Fabrizio, try to pick up the first down or at least some of the yards? They hand it off to Dequel Jackson. Jackson straight up the middle. Almost broke free, but Randy Kelly holds on. He picked up 14 yards.
I mean, 14 hard yards. I mean, he ran that one as if he said, I dare someone to tackle me. Wrap me up. You better wrap me up. You better wrap me up. One guy wrapped him.
Dequel now back to punt. High snap. He controls it. Low kick. Will it take a Seminole bounce? It does. Kelly in disgust again. He's like, I can't get a decent one to return. It will be down inside the 20 at the 16-yard line.
Dequel did a great job of showing some athleticism. That snap was high. He went up and got it and was able to get that out of there.
4:02 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Manatee and Seminole all tied at 16. Seminole High School, their fans always rowdy. They have playoff fever. Win SHS.
I'm looking for a big play out of the big green machine now.
They've had 2 turnovers, haven't been able to do anything with it. Steady dose of Hines in the first half. He goes down immediately. He got back maybe to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He picked up around 60 yards in the first half. Statistician Scott Epstein says his exact number was 69.
That's a great job of the safety supporting Ryan McNally. Hey, he's the unblocked player. He's got to make the play.
No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10. Simmons is the near side receiver. Gallen on the far side. He's 6'4". They've ran some pass plays his way. Option coming this way. Taken down this time is Royal. McNally and Dequel Jackson says that's the play you scored on us on your last carry, not this time. Bring up a 3rd and long.
It looked eerily similar. This time he makes the play. The safety's there, makes the play. Last time TJ Layfield missed the tackle, and it was 70 yards later.
So Dequel Jackson took on Jordan Biggers in the hole. Said, man, doesn't have the football. Took off flying back over there to help out Ryan McNally.
Yeah, that's his job. First things first, though.
3rd down and 7. Manatee trying to convert. Gallen, the big receiver, to the near side. Royal looking downfield, has his man. It's a 1st down, complete near the 36-yard line is Ricky Simmons. Simmons hobbles off, but it's a 1st down for the Canes.
I'll tell you what, I think Farmer got a little preoccupied with the play action. Ugly as that pass was, it was effective. Whack, whack.
Canes will take it as they start to move it down the field. Now they look to get on a long drive and wear down that Seminole defense. Both of their touchdowns have come on big plays. Kickoff return and an option run by Royal. Here's the option. Fabrizio chasing Royal, and he goes down hard. A loss on the play back to the 35-yard line. For a minute there, he might have lost the football.
I love the speed of Fabrizio. He ran that play down from behind. Great job of pursuit. Also a great job by McNally getting up inside, too.
Royal's like, who's that getting me from behind, man? This guy's quick. Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 12 from Manatee. Royal to put it in the air, looking to go deep to the 6'4" Gallen. He has it inside Seminole territory. Roper says, what, are you kidding me? He was out of bounds.
Yeah, we're going to have to take another look at this one.
He went right up to the official's face and said, come on. His first foot, the only foot that needs to get down, was about a yard out of bounds.
We've been waiting for them to throw that fade route. Riley was in.
Hard to tell right there.
It's really close.
Said the line's fading over there, but you had the official right there. Well, there's no instant replay, but Manatee's up and ready to snap the ball already. Fabrizio takes down the quarterback.
That was personal. That was personal.
Well, Royal must have felt it hurt something from his line of scrimmage because he tucked the ball rather quickly instead of coughing it up on the blindside sack.
He was lucky. Fabrizio drilled him, too. I love this kid's intensity.
A loss of 5 on the play at 2nd down and 15. They were on the 45-yard line, moving back across, just slightly across the 50. Time running out here in the 3rd quarter. Playoff football, all tied at 16. Royal has his I formation. Biggers and Hines. This one goes back to Hines. Flag is down. Clip is called. Hines goes down on a 2-yard loss. Rylan Galmish over there on the tackle.
Let me just tell you how tough Joey Fabrizio is. He reads this play, gets clipped, gets up immediately, and trails it. What a football player.
Well, this is an interesting call here. You have a 3rd down and 17 coming up, or do you go ahead and take the yardage? I would take the yardage.
I'd move him back. I'd move him back.
I'd make him put the football in the air and unleash the big guys up front. And that's what Coach Roper's going to do. Going to move him back to the 30-yard
offense. Repeat 2nd down.
Now they got about 2nd and halfway to break.
They got to go 35 yards to pick up a 1st down, and they have 2 downs to do it. The reason I say 2 downs is because Howie DeCristofaro's team has rolled up a couple of big plays on Coach Roper's squad.
I don't know if they're going to get this one off before the quarter expires or not.
They'll run a play.
Draw.
Delay to Hines. Hines wrapped up by DeQuell Jackson. He'll pick up 11 yards, but that's it. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter. Round 2, 5A, Region 3, Florida football tournament. We're all tied between Seminole and Manatee. It's 16-all. We head to the 4th quarter. 12 minutes remaining in this high school football contest from Seminole country. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington with you. These Seminole fans want the wave. I was saying during the break, Tony, I wish we could fast forward this game and find out who's going to win it. This game.
Oh, that would spoil a surprise. That would spoil
a surprise, all tied at 16. We have another high school football game of the week here on TWTV 47. 2nd round playoff action. 3rd down and 25 for the Hurricanes from their own 40-yard line. 3 down linemen for Seminole. McNally showing blitz. but he's going to back off. Long snap count, and finally the back judge throws the flag. That was pretty long, and 5-yard delay of game.
Dead ball.
Coming up.
Delay game. Offense, third down.
Tell you what, that defensive front, 3 rushing, you got DeQuil Jackson, the defensive end, scares me a little bit just because of that play that they were running there.
6th penalty, 57 yards on Brett Royal and the Manatee Hurricanes. I'll tell you what would scare me right now is if they try to go for it all is a long fade pattern. That long fade pattern they ran earlier. Gallant.
Yeah, that's not going to work against DJ Dorsey, though.
That's right. Dorsey just trying to step up and hold down the clamps. Rolling out is Royal on the option play. DeQuil Jackson eyeing him, but the pitch goes back to Hines. And they'll pick up about 10 yards on the play, but it's punting time for the Manatee Hurricanes.
Nice stiff arm by Mr. Hines there, too.
Nice play call by the Hurricanes, but the Seminole defense strung it out, forced him to the outside. Coach DeCristofaro is right. Yeah, he has an outstanding quarterback, and Brett Royal running this option.
Well, you know, it just goes back to that senior leadership, though.
DeQuil Jackson standing at his own 25-yard line to receive the punt from Brett Royal. 4th down and 20. Seminole setting up the return.
Better kick it away from
low line drive on the run, and catching as DeQuil Jackson keeps his balance. Jackson still on his feet. Jackson hard to bring down. He gets up to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, he is tough to bring down here. I mean, you really have to lay a lick and wrap your hands around him.
That's a nice job of balancing himself there.
Good job of adjustment, quick feet, good balance. Well, it takes 3 people to bring him down.
DeQuil Jackson has really matured as a football player in the county. I've watched him since he was a freshman when he played his first year of high school football at Largo. He's a member of the secondary, and then he really came into his own his sophomore year, and he just matured into a very good football player, an outstanding football player. He takes the handoff here, stuffed up the middle. He got to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up a few. 2nd down and long.
Yeah, you know what? If TJ Layfield pulls that ball out and comes around that end, there is no one there. They're so keyed into DeQuil Jackson right now.
Yeah, you're right.
The linebacker was hooked by the pulling guard. Ooh wee! Do you see what I see?
I can see it from what you're pointing out right there, just from the low camera angle. 17 carries tonight.
Wow. Chewing it up, 5.8. Keep feeding the big guy.
This is Fabrizio, hitting the hole on the right side. Runs into a defender, gets to the 45-yard line. He's a couple yards shy of the 1st down. That's Jerry Stroop taking on Fabrizio. 2 hard hitters.
Physical even when he's running the ball. He was like, I'm gonna just put that 20 on the ground. The shoulder blades are gonna be the first thing to touch the ground.
3rd down and 2 for Seminole.
I love it. This is smash mouth, baby. This is what I'm talking about.
4th quarter playoff football. Big 3rd down conversion coming up for the men in green. Goes to DeQuil Jackson. He's surprised. He has the 1st down inside Cane territory to the 49.
I'll tell you what, there's a whole lot of fight in that young man right there. Whole lot of fight.
No surprise who's getting the football there, Tony.
No doubt. Got to go with my stud.
That carry, Jackson now has gained more than 100 yards tonight. 18 carries, 105 yards. And remember, last year he played quarterback. Actually, the past 2 seasons he played quarterback, his sophomore and junior year. Took on the fullback role this year on offense. Fabrizio gets the carry with Jackson as lead blocker. Fabrizio now picks up a good 7 yards, bring up 2nd down and 3.
I tell you what, I love the physicality of the Seminole Warhawks. I mean, they're just, hey, they're putting both hands up. And listen, are you ready for a toe-to-toe confrontation? They're throwing jab, jab, hook, left hook, right hook.
Fans happy right now. They'll be cheering all night long if Seminole can pull out a victory. Well, so will the Cane fans. Defense looking to get a stop here against the Warhawk offensive attack inside Cane territory. Gaucher goes in motion straight up the middle. It's Layfield. Layfield just will settle for the first down. Got tripped up. Once he hit the linebackers, it'll be a first down at the 36-yard line.
I tell you, I love that ball control. Remember against Northeast when they went on about a 10-minute drive?
Yeah.
Hey, this is that type of drive. Controlling the clock, keeping that dangerous Hurricane offense off the field.
It was a close ball game at that point. It was 3-0 against Northeast. And they went on a 10-minute drive that carried over from the third into the fourth quarter and scored on a 1-yard plunge by Layfield and went on to win that game and the district championship. Howie DeCristofaro says, not on this evening. My defense is going to come up with a big play. Fabrizio in motion. Jackson gets the call, and here's a big defensive play. They'll blow the whistle, and Jackson doesn't go down. He's met by Rudisil. The first man in there was number 71, Ewell Gray.
Penetration will always shut that down. I'm telling you, they are so keyed in on DeQuil Jackson right now. If they had anything else where he could just pull that and get to the outside of an option, for example, my goodness, I think they chew up some real estate and they catch him off guard too.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Bring up a second down and 12.
This drive's been a little close to 4 minutes right now.
7:40 and counting in the fourth quarter. Layfield's going to throw it. Nothing's there. Now he's going to run it. Tripped up and he goes down. The whistle will blow. Big number 50, Patrick Gowan there. He got his shoelace and it was enough to bring him down.
Oh, that was a big play.
A very big play as Layfield lost a shoe. Looked like if he escapes Gal's clutches, he might have had big yardage.
I tell you, if Coach Roper would just give him that tight end dragging across the middle as a third option. He's just got 2 options, and once they're covered, the middle of the field is wide open on a drag. Now you got 3rd and 17. You're out of your comfort zone. They need a big play here.
They need to get to the 26-yard line. Sam Roper's club trying to get those fans behind them. Well, the Hurricane fans are behind their defense on the other side. This is Fabrizio to the outside. Kane stringing out the play. Fabrizio gets down to the 33-yard line. He is well shy of the first down, and he does some jaw jacking, and Jackson sends him back to the huddle. Fabrizio just turned on the Jets here to the corner, Tony.
Yeah, you got about a 4th and 9. See, but the difference is, guy wrapped his ankles up, can't get anywhere without those feet. Can't get anywhere.
Coach Roper says, look, it's a 4th down and call it a long 8, but we're going to punt it. Will they fake it? Jackson was a quarterback. Or are they just going to pin him back and say, look, we'll put it in the hands of our defense, make you march 90 yards?
Just pooch it.
It's not going to make it. Into the end zone.
That's the one you just needed a sand wedge about right there.
DeQuil Jackson will get a 33-yard punt, but only 13 on the net midway through this fourth quarter, and we're all tied at 16. Anybody's ball game. They'll start from the 20-yard line. 5 minutes, 35 seconds on that last possession, Tony, but nothing to show for it.
Yeah, came up a little empty.
Both teams at times have controlled the clock.
They like that matchup over there with Mr. Gallen versus Riley. They're going to keep coming back to it.
Going for the fade. Gallen goes up and loses the football. Contact is made. Gallen went up with Morgan Riley. Looked like Riley might have had a shot, but when you're 6'4" and Marcus Gallen, he was able to leap over top of the defender.
That's a good play by Riley, but I think I like a better matchup with KJ Dorsey on him.
It looked like Riley jumped too soon, and on the way down, Gallen got it in the chest.
Gallo should have made that catch. They're going to keep coming back to it. I don't suggest they do that against KJ Dorsey, however.
On the I formation. Option time for Royal. Royal met by Stephen Kay and Dequel Jackson. And they take him down. But shy of the 20-yard line.
But you know who started that play off? Joey Fabrizio. Great job of beating the block. Josh Detner got in there and strung the play out.
You're right, he took the pitch man. And another timeout on the field, as now it's Royal's turn. His shoe came off. Our statistician, Scott Epstein, now keeping stats. The last time a shoe came off, a third down was not made. That was TJ Layfield. Now Royal's shoe comes off. Will he be able to convert? Or will it be a quick possession? Third and long for Manatee. From their own 20, straight back. Rushes on by Detler. Royal trying to escape. He's taken down by Detler.
Josh Detler, the rushing specialist. That's amazing. They put him in on passing situation, and he is able to. It's tough to block him.
Yeah, but look, he gets beat, goes in too hard, gets back up, and makes the sack.
Great job. He fell right back into that sack. Great job. He got upfield really quickly.
5'8", 135. That is not an error on our graphics.
I tell you, he's just a hard-nosed football player. You gotta love his spirit and his heart. He's competitive and he's tough.
Timeout called by Manatee. We'll take a break. 4:36 remaining in the ball game. It's the second round of the Florida Finals. We're all tied at 16. Welcome back to Seminole High School. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington with you. 4:36 remaining in this Class 5A Region 3 semifinal. Manatee and Seminole High School all tied at 16. A fourth down and 14 for the Canes. After the forced sack by this Warhawk defense, Seminoles forcing a punt. Dequel Jackson standing at midfield. Brett Royal, the punter. Long snap count.
I've got a feeling that, yeah, they better kick it
punt,
away.
and they kick it away, and it goes out of bounds at the Manatee 44-yard line.
Yeah, I think they had to they chose the lesser of two evils there. Either kick it to Dequel Jackson, and he may run it back, or let's just kick it out of bounds and okay, they'll get field position, but so what? We'll take a chance with our defense.
Dequel Jackson giving high fives in the huddle, saying, look, this could be it. We could use up the remaining 4:29. This is the drive where we need to get points on the board. We need to get a touchdown. From the 44-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Seminole. Gaucher goes in motion. Inside handoff. Ball was loose. It looked like it was going to Fabrizio, but it's recovered in the backfield for a loss.
Penetration stopped that play. Oh, it just kills me when they get away from what's working. You pound them up the middle, get it outside, bootleg it or something like that. Oh, that could have been a catastrophe.
This was just going straight handoff, it looked like, to Fabrizio, and it was knocked away by Yul Gray. It looked like he got in there and his 6'1", 233-pound frame knocked it loose.
Yeah, it was that inside counter play, but, just penetration by the lineman will shut that play down every time.
2nd 12, Dequel Jackson. Legs cut out from under McGinn, but he picks up yards, gets him past the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 9.
See, now you're out of your comfort zone. And you got to pass. They know you got to pass, so they're going to be looking for it. They need a big play out of TJ Layfield here.
Number 90, Ed Leveren's in the game. They've tried to get that tight end involved in the offense. They did against Northeast. But I'd suspect he'd have somebody on him like a Craig Poole covering him. The option, loose football. Dequel Jackson has it, and he's just going to cover it up at his own 45-yard line. Pitch hit him high. He couldn't control it. A huge loss on the play. of 11 yards.
Pitched too quick. I like the play call, it just pitched it too quick. Not yet. Great field position, going to ride. Now you're kicking it to a dangerous return, man.
His name is Edric Hines. And now a flag on the play. And Seminole says, we think we got this one on Manatee. They lined up in the neutral zone. We'll at least pick up 5 more of these yards.
Tell you what, I'm just a little bit apprehensive about kicking the ball to a man who's got 12 rushing touchdowns on the year, 1,100 plus yards.
We saw the Seminole cheerleaders and their Warhawk mascot in a huddle. Seminole needs all the help they can get right now. 2:26 remaining and counting. DeQuell Jackson coming for the block, nearly blocked by Kelly, and this one will bounce and take a Warhawk bounce out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Randy Kelly came steaming in. DeQuell Jackson held his ground and punted it away.
Tell you what, perfect snap and getting it out of there quick. If there would have been any type of high snap, low snap, that punt is blocked. Good job by DeQuell Jackson getting that ball out of there.
38-yard punt, excuse me, Tony.
Kept it away from that dangerous return, man, more importantly.
Two timeouts remaining for Manatee. 2:14 remaining in the ball game. They've had a couple of big plays already in this game. 96-yard kickoff return, 70-yard option run by Royal. They're going to pass play again. This is Gallen, and Gallen has it. He has a first down at the 24-yard line.
You've got to get KJ Dorsey on him wherever he goes. Match him up all over the field. You know they're going up top with it. Got to get down the field.
They place the ball at the 27-yard line. Excuse me. Brown and Gallen. They restart the clock. Line up on this side of the field. It is a first down for the Hurricanes. Royal looking downfield. Now he just throws this one away. Royal was looking downfield again for his big receiver. Got ready to throw it, pulled it back in. Got ready to throw it, pulled it back in.
Boy, he ran a curl route inside. It was a good drop by Fabrizio and DeQuell Jackson. Wasn't able to throw it.
1:40 remaining in the contest. It's a 16-16 ball game.
Now you've got a couple of mismatches on the field.
Second down and 10. Going for the deep pass play. This one will be well overthrown as Royal rushed this throw a little bit. Layfield was dropping back in double coverage to get the big guy, Gallen.
They had a bad matchup. They had Hines in the slot. Nobody was really over top of him for about 12 yards.
I think Manatee has no fear here because they figure if they throw it down the field and it's intercepted, or even if they have to punt the ball away, Seminole's not a passing team. They'll probably take their chances with overtime.
This is true. Well, we've got 3rd and 10 here. We've got Marcus Gallen, 5 receptions for 52 yards. Once again, watch Hines in the flat here.
Royal throws this one up. Throws it outside. His receiver made an inside move, and it will be 4th down for Manatee. 1:28 remaining.
But guess who they have to kick it to?
DeQuell Jackson. Now, if you're the special teams coach for Seminole, do you get a little aggressive and send the big guys in, go for the block, or do you take your chances? New punter is in.
I think I'd have to go for a return here.
A new punter is in. That's Cornelius Watkins to punt for Manatee. Here comes Seminole. Short kick. This one is going to roll and take a Manatee roll out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Smart kick.
Biggers and DeQuell Jackson give each other a little shoulder. Excuse me. It's number 13 on the Manatee roster. Not number 12, Cornelius Watkins.
That is a smart kick. away from your, keep it away from your big play guys. Just a smart kick.
1:20 remaining in this Class 5A Region 3 semifinal. The winner advances to play Naples or Northeast. Last we heard, they were having a ball game as well, tied at halftime.
Well, Seminole's got 3 timeouts, minute 20.
Gaucher goes in motion. Layfield gives this one to Dequel Jackson. Dequel Jackson pushed back, nothing doing. Manatee now motioning for a timeout. DeCristofaro says, great. If you're just going to hand it off, we have a couple more. We'll call timeout, get the football back. We can throw the football.
What do you think about that play call? Playing for overtime?
I would at least roll my quarterback out.
Give him a run pass
and if
option.
nothing there, let him run with it.
Run pass option at least.
And if anything, if they decide they can run the football out of bounds, save a timeout, if they pick up some yards, they pick up good yards on first down, maybe Manatee doesn't call a timeout. If they have a second down and short yardage.
Well, you look at it from this standpoint. Manatee has one more timeout. If they throw an incomplete pass here, they don't have to use a timeout. Then you got 3rd and 10 with a timeout remaining. I mean, if they get into a 4th down situation, I don't know.
If I throw it here, and you're going to think I'm crazy, if I throw it here, I put it in the hands of Dequel Jackson for the halfback option and let him throw it downfield. Call me aggressive. But now it's not going to work because he's lining up as a wide receiver.
They may just do that quick hitch out to him. Well, then again, that could go.
And this pass is incomplete. It is thrown very wide of KJ Dorsey, and that will stop the clock.
That's just a horrible throw.
1:04. It took, what, 2 seconds off the clock. And if he catches it, if anything, he catches it, goes out of bounds, picks up at least 7-8 yards.
At the top of the screen, Dequel Jackson was not even covered on a 5-yard out. They didn't even recover.
And both sides, the receivers were open. Mayfield with his head cocked to the side must be still disgusted, like, I can't believe I just threw it like that.
I didn't know who he was throwing that to. He's throwing that to us.
Manatee defense looking to force a quick 3 and out and get the football back and put it in the hands of their offensive studs. Gaucher goes in motion. Layfield rolling out. Has his man. It's Dequel Jackson. Jackson does not have enough to pick up the first down. 1 timeout remaining, and Manatee's going to take it. That play took 10 seconds off the clock.
Why don't you do that play on 2nd down? I mean, that's the safe pass on 2nd down. Force them to use the timeout then you got 3rd and 4.
4th down and 4. Mayfield in the offense steps off. Actually stepped to the side. The special teams unit will talk with Coach Roper. They're forced with a 4th down and 4. 54 seconds left in the season for both of these teams if, or unless I should say, we go to overtime.
I'll tell you what, I got a funny feeling here. Just, they're going to come after this kick. If they don't get it, you're still kicking the ball to Edric Hines, who is so explosive, and he can take it the distance himself.
Or at least have fantastic field goal range. Get a good field position. With plenty of time left.
And we've seen a little baby Janikowski kick the ball, so.
He's missed an extra point, but he does have a leg. Dequel Jackson is the punter. And Manatee looked like they were coming after it now. They send their guys out wide, playing for the return. Rushes on. Very high kick by Dequel Jackson. Fair catch is called for, and it's fumbled. Loose ball. Seminole, did they recover it? Or did Manatee get it back? Seminole says they have it, and they do!
Well, first of all, you got to question the fair catch. But nobody was within 15 yards of it in a fair call. Put up a fair catch signal. Wow.
Recovered by Kevin Dorsey, KJ Dorsey, with 44 seconds remaining at the 21-yard line. The Warhawks get a break. The third turnover. DeQuell Jackson. Manatee stripping the ball, or at least trying to, and they'll blow the whistle. Down to the 15-yard line. Manatee has no more timeouts remaining, but Seminole has a timeout, and they call one here. Two timeouts left for the Warhawks. You can bet it's going to be a steady dose of number 3 to get a chance for 3 the rest of this ball game. We saw KJ Dorsey down there praying, hoping that Brandon Mott gets a chance. Mott's kicked a 21-yarder, was short on a 49-yarder. But plenty of time left in this ball game. Just as much as Manatee could have a muff on that punt, there could be a bad snap by Seminole, and they could lose the football as well. The Kane defense asking their fans to come to their feet. They've been on their feet for the last 5 minutes.
Well, Seminole has had a couple of turnover opportunities tonight and have not cashed in on them, and that's a credit to the Manatee defense, so we'll see how they hold up here.
From the 15-yard line, Layfield, the quarterback. They give it to DeQuell Jackson. DeQuell Jackson down to the 10-yard line. He's close to a first down. It will be a timeout called by Seminole. They probably could have waited for them to signal first down. And that stops the clock automatically.
Yeah, that's
30 seconds left.
That's premature timeout.
They get it to the middle of the field. They have one timeout remaining. And you can see Coach Fabrizio going out there and saying, look guys, it's one more play. We're running one more play to kick the game-winning field goal.
I'll tell you what, I'm a little nervous about playing for the field goal here. Got a first down at the 10. Still got a timeout.
Anything can happen. Snap,
hold,
slip. Fan base here surrounding the football field. I think it's mostly Manatee Hurricane fans in the end zone. Ball is just outside the 10-yard line. Winner advances to play Naples and Northeast. 30 seconds left in the season for the Warhawks and the Hurricanes.
I'm hoping they at least have a couple of plays before they go for the field goal. Maybe they can get it in the end zone.
First down just outside the 10 for the Warhawks. It's DeQuell Jackson. Jackson, nothing doing. They try to strip the ball, and that is it. Watch the clock tick away. Manatee can't stop it. They don't have any timeouts. Seminole only has one, and they're going to milk it down. The season for Manatee and Seminole is going to come down to the final 3 seconds, and Sam Roper is putting his team's playoff chances on the foot of Brandon Mott. The final timeout in this game has been called. Seminole Warhawk team now joining hands and on one knee, while the Manatee side standing upright. A lot of them with their heads down and holding hands. Coach DeCristofaro getting into position. It's either overtime or game over.
KJ Dorsey has not looked at this game. He's been at the opposite end since he recovered that fumble. He just wants to hear the crowd cheer, knowing that he helped his team get the win.
It's a 27-yard attempt from the near left hash.
Penetration will come. It'll come from the wings. They've got to be ready.
3 seconds remaining. Brandon Mott to advance in the 5A Region 3. Snap, hold, kick is up. It is game over!
What a finish. What a finish. You know, it's a shame somebody's got to lose here. These two fought tooth and nail, blow to blow. I told you, the last team to have the ball would be the winner. Celebrate Warhawks because you have earned the right to.
Another look at the game-winning field goal by Brandon Mott. The Seminole Warhawks advance to next Friday's action, 19-16. They're in the Elite Eight in Class 5A. The fans love it. The team loves it. And Pinellas County right now is loving it. Folks, want to ask you to stand by. We'll have post-game interviews with Coach Roper, our players of the game. You can bet Dequel Jackson is one of them. We'll sign off. Your final score again. Coach Roper and the Seminole Warhawks have won this one 19-16 on the last play as Brandon Mott kicks a 27-yard field goal. We're back after this. Folks, this is why they call it the TWTV 47 High School Football Game of the Week. The Seminole Warhawks on a last-second field goal defeat the Manatee Hurricanes 19-16. Eric Keaton alongside the head coach from the Seminole Warhawks, Sam Roper and his daughter Hannah. And Coach Roper, you said your daughter brought the lucky bear, but you guys very fortunate at the end of the game with KJ Dorsey recovering that fumble to set up that field goal.
That was a big play. I think the whole team just played a great team effort tonight, and you know, we wanted to play field position. That's what we did. We had an opportunity there, and I'm really glad that you know, we got the turnover there in the end.
Talk about how big a victory this is for the program and also for Pinellas County. There was a big write-up in the Times, and this just an outstanding effort tonight on both sides of the football for both clubs.
Well, I think it's huge. I told the players that many years ago when I was an assistant at Clearwater High School, we beat Manatee up there one time. They come in #1 in the state, 7-0, and how exciting it was to be able to do that. And I think now that you know, we've had them come over the bridge and we whipped them right here in our own backyard, I think you know, that says a lot for, you know, the program and the county, and you know, how well we play football here.
Well, let's talk to some of your big guys over on offense and defense. Congratulations, Coach Roper.
Thank you.
Can I get a Go Hawks?
Go Hawks!
There you go. And Joey Fabrizio. Well, Joey, a few weeks ago you guys beat Northeast, and you said, Eric, you guys will be back, and we are back. And this is your award tonight for being the defensive player of the game. I know it's just a T-shirt, but talk about the plays out there by Manatee. They had a couple big plays, but you guys came back and kept playing smash-mouth football.
Well, you know, the whole time Coach Pearl had us, you know, watching film on the Manatee because they run, you know, the option. And the option's hard to stop. So the only big plays they really had when we blew our assignments. And we held them down second half when we had to because our assignments we were key on our assignments, quarterback, option, and we shut them down.
Key tonight also shutting down Marcus Gallen, big receiver out there, and you guys seem to do the job as well.
Yeah, he was a threat, but Morgan Riley played a great game one-on-one with him. We gave him a chance to play one-on-one. He did a great job.
All right, congratulations. Maybe we'll see you next week again. Let's bring in Dequel Jackson, our offensive player of the game. And Coach Roper said you also did one heck of a job. Man, you're so dirty. Look at you. Coach Roper said you also did a great job punting. When you guys had the ball at the end of the game, you had to punt it again, did you think this is it, we're going to overtime?
Oh, no, I knew it was going to come through in the end, man. We've been waiting for this game since last year after Brandon Southeast. We just wanted, I knew all the time in my mind, man. Everybody on the team knew we had this game.
Talk about the emotion. Well, I got to get your T-shirt here real quick from our statistician, Scott Epstein, for being the offensive player of the game. Talk about the mood in the huddle, what was said when Brandon Mott is stepping up and getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal.
Oh, I was going back to that Northeast game, my 10th grade year. I couldn't watch, but everybody was coming up to me, hold hands, but everybody was telling, we knew Mott was going to make it. He does it all every day at practice, so it was a little chip shot for him.
All right, congratulations, Dequel. Heck of a ball game. You had 107 yards. Where's our field goal kicker? Brandon Mott. Here he is. Were you going to kick another field goal?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, talk about your emotions. You're the hero tonight. The whole team's a hero. Talk about your emotions on the game-winning field goal as soon as it went through the uprights.
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I saw it go through, and I knew my team was going to come after me and try to jump on me, so I was trying to run from him, and I just, I don't know what I was thinking. Just
Let's take another look at the game-winning field goal. 27 yards, 3 seconds left. Like practice, wasn't it?
yes, sir.
Now, after you guys recovered the fumble, did KJ Dorsey go immediately over to you on the sidelines and say, "Here's your shot"?
Everybody was. I like them encouraging me, but I kind of just wanted to get off and be able to focus. But everybody was. KJ came over, and everybody was trying to get me ready for the kick.
The game plan is for him not to come down to field goals. Congratulations, Brandon. Outstanding game.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there you have it. The Seminole fans going crazy. They'll play Naples next week. Stay with us. We'll recap the second half. Once again, your final score, the Warhawks 19, the Hurricanes 16. TWTV 47 Game of the Week post-game wrap-up show. The Warhawks 19-16 over the Hurricanes. Eric Keaton and Tony Covington back with you here in Warhawk country. Let's show you how it all started to unfold in the second half. 13-10, our halftime score. 16-10 after a Seminole Warhawk field goal by Brandon Mott. After the kickoff, one play, Royal, the quarterback, gone 70 yards.
Yeah, once you missed tackle by T.J. Layfield, and it was Katie Bartador, Mr. Royal was down the middle of the field, untouched.
Hurricanes missed the extra point, made it a 16-16 ball game. That's the way it went the entire rest of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. And then Edric Hines with the fair catch, less than a minute remaining, and he fumbled it.
Well, even when in talking to Dequel Jackson and Joey Fabrizio, they were surprised that he tried to fair catch it as well. And Dequel said, "I just tried to kick it as hard as I could." And you know, you got to trust your stud back there in Hines to win the ball game for you, and he made a mistake.
And that brought on Brandon Mott with 3 seconds remaining.
Told Mott it was just a little sandwich for him. I told Mott there was just a little sandwich for him, and he giggled, said he wasn't nervous though.
Coach Roper got the Gatorade shower, a big win for the Seminole Warhawks, and a big win for Pinellas County over Manatee High School. And the game really went the way we thought. Big plays, big defensive plays on both sides, and special teams was really the key to tonight's game, though.
No doubt. I think we talked about earlier, the last team with the ball was going to be the winner, and fortunately that they were able to take advantage of the third turnover. The third one was the charm. They weren't able to do anything with the first two turnovers, but the last one was the winner.
Where will the TWTV 47 High School Football Game of the Week be the day after Thanksgiving? We could be back here at Seminole High School. Just watch the high school scoreboard show on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We'll let you know the Game of the Week's location. That's going to do it from here. It was another outstanding ball game. It's always an outstanding ball game. For Tony Covington, my name is Eric Keaton. The producer was Scott Epstein, director Ed Bacher. We'll see you next Friday on the High School Football Game of the Week.